Student 1 School Clubs.
Hello and welcome to Online Learning with me, Teacher Carlos. I hope everyone is doing well today, and I hope everyone is ready to learn. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Today we will talk about two school clubs that we did not talk about, that are not in our vocabulary. So these are two new school clubs that you will be introduced to. So we will talk about those two clubs and their stories, answer some questions, and then we will go ahead and talk about the present simple verb to like. So what do you like to do? So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so please take out your student book. So your student book here, and we are going to go to page 14. So page 14, this is how your page 14 should look like. And there you will see two different posters, two different club posters. And these are the two new clubs that we will talk about today. So we are going to talk about an origami club. Origami means when you fold paper and you make animals with them, or you make different shapes and forms. As you can see there on page 14, someone had made an origami bird. So it is a piece of paper folded to look like a bird. That is a bird there. And the other club activity there is marching band. Marching band is a club that would be similar to our music club, correct? So marching band marches in a parade and plays music as they walk. Great. So we have here the origami club and the marching band club. So let's go ahead and learn a little bit more about these clubs. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go ahead and read these two club posters. So letter A, listen and follow along. Club posters, origami club. Are you good at arts and crafts? Do you like to play with paper? Come to the origami club. We meet on Thursdays at 4 o'clock in Miss Atkins' room. You can make cute paper shapes and animals with us. You can also make new friends. Very good. So it sounds like this club wants you to join them, to come join the club. So you want to be in the club with them and build papers? So they meet on Thursdays. On Thursdays is their club meeting at 4. So you can make cute paper shapes and animals, just like the bird there. And you can make new friends. So you can meet other students and become new friends. Isn't that great? I'm sure that is. Okay, let's move on to the second club poster. So that would be the marching band. So let's take a look what the club poster says about the marching band. Let's go on. The marching band needs more players. Any musician can join us. Bring your flute, trumpet, or other instrument to the soccer field on Monday afternoon. We will practice from 3:30 to 5:30. You can learn to march and play the school songs with us. Isn't that great as well? So, if you play an instrument, if you play guitar or trumpets, flutes, maybe the drums, if you play any instrument, you can join the marching band. So they meet on the soccer field on Monday afternoon and they practice playing music from 3:30 to 5:30. So you can learn to march and play the school songs. That sounds pretty great as well. Okay, let's move on and answer some questions about these two posters. So let's go on to letter B on the bottom. Choose the correct answers. So letter B on the bottom. Choose the correct answers. So number one. When does the origami club meet? A, at 3:30, B, at 4 o'clock, or C, at 5:30. So we're looking at origami club. If you guys remember, they meet on Thursdays at 4 o'clock in Miss Atkins' room. So the answer will be B, at 4 o'clock. Good job. Next one here. What can you not do in the origami club? What can you not do? Cannot. Letter A, make money. Letter B, make friends. Or letter C, make paper shapes. So if we look back in the poster, in the origami club, you can make cute paper shapes and animals with them. Also, you can make new friends. So what can you not make? That would be letter A, make money. Cannot make money in the origami club. Okay, and the last one we have here. Where does the marching band practice? Where does the marching band practice? In the gym. Letter A, in the gym. Letter B, in Miss Atkins' room. Or letter C, on the soccer field. So if you take a look back into the marching band poster, it says there, we practice, we meet at the school soccer field on Monday afternoon. So that would be the letter C, on the soccer field. Very good. Great job, guys. So let's go on and move on to the next page. And let's learn about the verb to be. Like to, the verb to like. I'm sorry. Okay, and that would be on page 15. Let's look at letter A. Okay, we are on page 15 for letter A. Let's go ahead and look at the top. We're going to look at the verb like to. So we have both positive and negative. So the positive means it's good. Positive, good, or yes. Positive is yes. So let's look at like to. So if you use I, you would say, I like to do yoga. If you say they means it's more than one person. So 2 or 3 people, if you say they like to do yoga. Very good. Now let's look over at the negative. The negative. So it's bad or not. No. Negative. So negative, you would say, I don't like to do yoga. So I do not like to do yoga. The same with they. They don't like to do yoga. If you say he or she, let's look back in the positive. He or she, so like will have an S to it. Remember, we use he or she, we add an S to likes. So he likes to do yoga, or she likes to do yoga. So that was positive. She likes, he likes to do yoga. If it's negative, negative is he does not like to do yoga, or she does not like to do yoga. Very good. Now let's look at the question. How do you ask a question using the present simple like to? So we will have to start with the word do. Do if we use you or they. For example, do you like to do yoga? Do you like to do yoga? It would be the same for they. Do they like to do yoga? Do they like to do yoga? Very good. So the answer for that would be yes, I do. Or for negative, no, I don't. So either yes, they do, or no, they don't. Very good. And if we're using he or she in the question, it will become does. So does he like to do yoga? Or does she like to do yoga? So that would be yes, he does, or yes, she does, or negative. No, he doesn't, does not, or no, she doesn't. Very good. So let's go ahead and move on to letter B, look and like. So we have 3 people there. I, myself, or you. Then we have Cindy and John. And we have some activities there. The first activity is do yoga. The second activity is dance. Third activity is make cookies. And fourth activity is build robots. So we have happy faces and sad faces. So let's go ahead and complete these questions. So question number 1, or sentence number 1. I like to dance, but I don't like to. So let's look at I, and let's look for a sad face, what they do not like to do, and that is build robots. Very good. So for number 1, I like to dance, but I don't like to build robots. Very good. Let's move on to the second sentence. Cindy. So let's look at Cindy. Cindy likes to blank, but she doesn't like to blank. So let's look at the chart. What does Cindy like? Do yoga. So Cindy likes to do yoga, but she doesn't like to make cookies. She does not like to make cookies. Okay, and number 3, John. Let's look at John, what he likes and what he does not like. So it looks like John likes to build robots, but he doesn't like to dance. Very good. Good job, guys. Okay, let's move on to the ending. Letter C. Letter C. Look and write. So look at the picture there next to the sentences, and let's complete the sentence. So, do you blank knit scarves? So we're going to be using the verb like to. So that's what we learned today. So, do you like to knit scarves? And you look at the picture, it looks like the girl is happy. So, yes, I do. Yes, I do, because the question asks, do you like to knit scarves? Perfect. Number 2. So you see there's two students there. So we will say, when we say they, we also say the word do when you ask a question. Do they like to play instruments? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And the last one, it is a boy. We're going to be using he this time. So when we ask a question, we don't say do, we say does he like to take art classes? Does he like to take art classes? You look at his face, he has a sad face, does not like art. So, no, he doesn't. All right, guys, so that would do it for today. I hope we went and learned something new today, and I'll go ahead and see you on our next lesson. Thank you for joining me, Teacher Carlos, with Online Learning. Have a great day.